From News 19, I'm meteorologist Daniel Bonds. We're still under News 19 weather impact alert day for today, but Debby is continuing to move away from the Midlands. But from now through this evening, some heavy rainfall will be possible, but most of the moisture is kind of moving into parts of North Carolina and Virginia. But still, we'll just remind you, never walk or drive through flooded areas. We've had a lot of rain across parts of South Carolina and the Palmetto State. Tropical Storm Debby still moving pretty slowly. It's gained a little bit of forward motion, so that's certainly good news. And we still could have some at least isolated areas that get a little bit more in the way of rainfall. Don't believe we'll have any kind of situation where you have to evacuate, but these are just some reminders, because we know hurricane season is a very long season. As always, you do want to stay away from down power lines and avoid contact with flood waters if you do have some of that standing water in your area. Here are some of the rain totals from the low country of South Carolina. This was as of early Wednesday. Still waiting on some of the totals from the Columbia Metropolitan Airport for us here in the Midlands, but Green Pond area in Colleton County, 16 and about a half inch there. Edisto Beach, nearly 14 inches. Beaufort, nearly 13 inches. Hardyville, over 12 inches. Somerville, over 12 inches. Even Mount Pleasant, over 11 inches of rain. Hampton, 10 inches or so. And Hanahan, Berkeley County, a little over 10 inches of rain. Tropical Storm Debby did make landfall early this morning, 2 o'clock, Bulls Bay, South Carolina. Charleston County did have winds of 50 miles per hour, but since then it has weakened. Second landfall this morning. The first landfall was the other day when it did make landfall around the Big Bend of Florida. At that point it was a Category 1 storm, Category 1 hurricane. This morning it made landfall as a tropical storm. A little bit of a closer look at the landfall this morning, because people were kind of wondering, where is Bulls Bay? This is McClellanville. McClellanville became pretty famous because of Hugo, was devastated during Hugo. This is Awendaw, Wando, and you can see Mount Pleasant and the Isle of Palms there. So this is the track this morning where Debby made its South Carolina landfall in Charleston County. Here's the 11 a.m. advisory. It's continuing to weaken. It is 80 miles southeast of Charlotte at this point. You can still see the spin in the atmosphere. Has winds of 40 miles per hour, gust up to 50. It has picked up a little bit of speed, starting to turn a little bit. It's now moving towards the northwest at about 10 miles per hour. It is expected to turn a little bit more towards the north and east and then pick up more forward motion as we do go through the rest of your day and as we continue to move into Friday and over the weekend. Look how much distance it covers. Friday morning, 8 o'clock, Friday evening, and then by Saturday morning up towards maybe the northern part of Maine. So it is going to move pretty quickly. Spaghetti models in pretty good agreement. Notice the spaghetti models tightly wound here right around the cone of uncertainty at this point. But I will say a lot of dry air has been filtering in. Probably noticed that the rain chances, at least around the Midlands, and the rain opportunities have been decreasing. The bulk of the moisture in North Carolina, you see that dry air trying to wrap around into parts of South Carolina. We've had some areas across the Palmetto State even get a little bit of sunshine. Still, they're a threat for excessive rainfall, especially from North Carolina into Virginia. Small threat for the Palmetto State. The advisories and warnings, mainly in North Carolina. These are flash flood warnings in effect for parts of North Carolina. Officially, a large portion of the Midlands still under a flash flood watch until tomorrow morning. But I will say most of this rain has been moving out pretty quickly at this point. Excessive rainfall risk, officially, we're still in this yellow category. That's the second category, low to second, then that moderate range there. But officially, as we mentioned, we're still in that watch until 8 o'clock Friday morning. That does include most of the Midlands with the exception of Newberry, Saluda, and Aiken County. So officially under the watch, a little bit of a closer look around the Midlands. But we do expect that rain to continue to kind of decrease as we move through the rest of your Thursday. A little bit of a wider view shows the heaviest rain in parts of North Carolina. See the spin in the atmosphere here as we get late into tonight or certainly into early Friday morning. It starts to clear on out as our weather will improve, but it is going to turn a lot hotter, it looks like. We've had a little bit of a break, obviously, with the clouds and rain in place. Temperatures have been below normal. This afternoon, those showers still kind of move through. Latest run of our forecast model does try to pop up a couple of thunderstorms in the extreme southern half of the Midlands. It could happen, but certainly nothing like what we've seen over the past few days. These will be moving a little bit faster. Thursday night, tonight, still that small chance for a little bit of rain in the southern half of the Midlands. As we go into tomorrow morning, the sunshine does return. The heat will start to build. Clouds will decrease. Not really looking for any rainfall on Friday. So Friday appears to be dry for us here in the Midlands. There may be a few showers and thunderstorms along the coastal region of South Carolina. And as we look ahead towards Saturday, can't rule out a few pop-up showers and storms during the heat of the day. It'll be your typical summertime like pattern with a few hit or miss showers and storms during the afternoon and evening hours. European forecast model shows that small chance for rain over the weekend, hit or miss showers and storms next week. American model basically showing that same idea at this point with just a little bit of rain possible. Here's what our in-house forecast model shows through 10 o'clock tonight. Not a whole lot of rainfall. Hit or miss showers possible, maybe some higher amounts in the northern half of the Midlands, basically along and north of I-20, but you're still talking about pretty low amounts of rain at this point, maybe a half inch in parts of Fairfield County and parts of Kershaw County. River flooding will be an issue over the next few days. Those rivers will be rising. The Wateree, the Congaree, North Fork, Edisto will be rising because of all the rain we've had and the rain that North Carolina is getting. A little bit of a wider view shows that rainfall forecast across the Palmetto State, showing that chance, especially in the lower half of South Carolina and the southern parts of the Midlands, a little bit of a higher chance for some rain this afternoon and this evening. Still do have a tropical storm warning in effect for Horry County, but that storm is continuing to lift on out of here. Aiken's starting to see a little bit of sunshine, may climb into the lower to middle 80s. Elsewhere across the Midlands, upper 70s and low 80s as those showers begin to decrease a little bit. And then a small chance for rain tonight with lows dropping down into the low to mid 70s. Heat index values, not an issue for today, but as the heat builds in tomorrow, it's already humid. We're expecting heat index values of around 109 on Friday, maybe up to 108 on Saturday. So we're going from kind of cloudy and rainy conditions, tropical storm type deal, to hot and humid weather, and that'll be the case for tomorrow. Those showers, at least a chance for showers for the rest of today. Chance for showers and thunderstorms Saturday and Sunday, but again, summertime pattern at that point. Even as we go into next week, summertime pattern with a pop-up shower or thunderstorm risk. Rip current risk still pretty high along the coastal region of South Carolina. Dangerous and potentially life-threatening conditions there. So if you are going to be heading to the beach over the next few days, keep that in mind. High chance for deadly rip currents. Myrtle Beach over the weekend, scattered showers and storms. Charleston, scattered showers and storms as well. Again, this is your summertime pattern that we all expect in South Carolina. Only a small chance of rain in Greenville with highs in the upper 80s and lower 90s both Saturday and Sunday. Looking ahead, 8 to 14 days out, August 15th through August 21st, small chance for, we'll say, a little bit above normal rainfall amounts, and then a small chance we could have temperatures a little bit above normal during that same time frame. So far, we've had 4 named storms. Debby, obviously still moving through parts of the Carolinas. It's going to kind of move on out. Here are all the tracks for the 2024 season so far. We know it's going to be a busy season because we're already looking ahead towards possibly our next system. Hurricane Center gives this area about a 30% chance of further development over the next 7 days. Forecast models are already picking up on this, so this is something we'll watch. This is not an official forecast. The European model's in red there, the American model's in blue, and you notice both models are showing some type of tropical low developing and then pushing towards the north and west. Long ways out. We don't have to worry about that as of yet, but certainly something that should be on the radar for anyone across the southeast. I know it's on my radar. College football, 3 weeks and 2 days away. Labor Day, 25 days away. Fall equinox, 45 days away. You can always follow me on these social media outlets, but we will continue to monitor Tropical Storm Debby as it moves out of South Carolina, and our rain chances will be decreasing, but the heat will be increasing, especially tomorrow and into the weekend. Have a great rest of your day.